The Howard School in Atlanta is celebrating 75 years, really helping kids who have learning differences find what works best for them. That's why we're so excited to have Dr. Anna Moore here to talk a little bit about the history of the school and what the school is doing for students. Dr. Moore, I've heard incredible things about the Howard School, and I'm so pumped to hear from you the history behind it. I understand this was founded by an incredible woman. Can you tell us about it?
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Yes, Marion Howard, an Atlanta native, graduate of Agnes Scott College. And most remarkable to me about her story is she's a woman who lived with cerebral palsy. And that must mean that she moved differently. She probably spoke and sounded different. I imagine she spent much of her life being othered and overlooked and judged. And so in 1950, she decided to build a school, the Howard School. And she created a space that was intended to celebrate students exactly as they arrived, a space that wouldn't see limitations, but would see opportunity and potential. And 75 years later, we stand strong in her legacy, serving Atlanta's children.
That is so incredible. What a visionary she was at that time to say, all kids deserve to be celebrated, and we're going to build a place where we can do exactly that. Over the 75 years, can you talk to me about how different accommodations and approach to education has changed?
Absolutely. And in fact, I would say that the Howard School has led the charge over the 75 years because since our beginning, we are a deeply research infused space. We partner with scientists from around the country. So the toolbox we have at the Howard School to help children with dysgraphia, dyslexia, dyscalculia, ADHD is deep and rich and being updated monthly as we partner with scientists to understand the best approach to serve these children. One thing at the Howard School that really stands out is we use assistive technology and have done so for decades now to continue to serve and empower our learners.
I love that. And I love that you're meeting kids exactly where they are. When you're talking about these specific diagnoses, you're really looking at each individual student and saying, how can I help you best? I think that is so cool. When you're talking about the science behind some of this, can you talk about some of those technologies or things that might look different if we were to walk in there?
Absolutely. So one thing that's going to look different right away at the Howard School is there'll be 10 to 12 children in a room with two teachers. And then we have 8 speech language pathologists, 5 literacy coaches, 3 math specialists, and 3 assistive technology experts. So just right away, the people, that's our greatest asset, right? But followed up by that, you may see students who are using certain note-taking devices. You may see students who are using speech-to-text devices, students who are using different applications as they move through geometry or calculus classes. And so what we're able to do at the Howard School is tailor our approach to the unique needs of the exact learner in front of us.
That's so important. And you are outlining some of it already, but can you just talk about the difference between the Howard School and what we might see in public education?
Sure, absolutely. As an independent school, we don't receive state or federal monies to cover any of our operational costs. So one thing that means, unlike a public school, is we depend entirely on tuition and fundraising. Fundraising is an incredibly important part of our being able to have the layers of support that we put around students here at Howard. But it also means because we don't receive those funds, we don't have the restrictions or regulations that might be placed on us if we did receive state and federal dollars. So instead, we're really empowered with agency and autonomy to create a learning journey that's truly transformative for each child and what he or she needs.
I love that. I know you also have summer programs. Can you talk to us a little bit about what's going on in the summer there?
Yes, so summer's coming up, and summer is a very fun time on our campus. One thing we offer is teacher training. So, for teachers around the country who want to come learn more about how to teach minds that learn differently, we offer those programs. We offer driver's ed classes for children who learn differently and maybe just need a different pace or scaffolding. We have executive training classes for kids who want to work on attention and organization. And then we have fun summer camp opportunities for our youngest learners. So K through 8 can come and do some academic work in the morning, keep those skills strong, and then just have a fun camp experience with other amazing kids.
That sounds super fun. How are you marking 75 years of serving Atlanta?
Okay, tomorrow, Sunday, we are having a big birthday bash. So I was very happy to hear that the weather is going to be good on Sunday afternoon from 2 to 5 on our campus. We're going to have student led music and great festivities to celebrate 75 years.
That is so awesome. And just lastly, can you talk about what it feels like when you're in the Howard School? What is the feeling that you want that school culture to feel like?
Absolutely. The single word I would use to describe what it feels like at Howard is joy. Families show up here often not trusting schools, feeling hurt, feeling angry about the journey. And what happens at Howard is we are able to fully embrace the student and the family, strip away that fear and mistrust. And so joy is what permeates our hallways.
What an incredible word and what an incredible place. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Dr. Moore.
Thank you.